Good morning, everyone out there. I am Karin Braxton, and today is June 14th, and I am broadcasting to you from windy Bozeman, Montana. Most of the country is, I'm going to just check my iPad to see if I'm transmitting here now. Most of the country is hot and under warnings like heat waves, and we are cold, but we're going to get hot this weekend. And we have some horrible flooding going on in Montana, and especially in the southwestern areas of the state. And it's just please say prayers, because it hardly makes the national news. Good morning, Munch. Good to see you. Jan, and over in eastern Montana. We are going this weekend. The worst devastation is in Yellowstone National Park. The roads are out, all of the entrances are closed, and bridges are out, roads underneath. On TV it shows that the under infrastructure below the roads is all washed out in so many places. And the park is it's going to suffer for many years because of this terrible flooding. And then the town of Red Lodge, which is near one of the northern entrance. And we are supposed to go to my nephew's wedding this weekend. It is in Red Lodge at a golf course lodge, a little higher. It's not affected so far, but so far, Terry and I were going to stay in town in a hotel, at the Pollard Hotel. It's a very famous hotel downtown, and everything is closed. It's all underwater. There's boil water effect for the whole city, and sewers, everything. It is a mess. Good morning, Carla. Good morning, Jan. Good to see you all. And so this area of the country needs prayers. It is really devastating. We have lots of things this morning, so I'm going to just talk for a few minutes while we try to get a few more people on the air here. Okay, keep coming. Send up those hearts, so thumbs up, that helps others find. Good morning, Nancy, here in Bozeman. Don't forget, we have this wonderful last chance list. That's for this catalog, the one that has the windmill on top. Oh, thank you very much for the hearts. That helps Facebook know that people are watching, and then other people, it's easier to find. I don't know how it all works, but it does. Anyway, this catalog is going to end in 2 weeks. Thank you. So there are lots of things on special. Don't forget to order that from there. There is a list. I need to send that out again too. It's such a small, tiny print list, but I think the best thing is just go through it. If there's something in the catalog you want, hey, Cindy in Colorado, good to see you this morning. Go through and type it in and see if it's still available. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And then we have this catalog has just begun, and today we are going to be using 2 stamp sets from that. So I love this catalog. Oh my goodness, I feel like we hardly need many catalogs, but there's even more. There's more to come. Oh my goodness. In 2 weeks, we have another mini catalog. One is retiring, and this one is beginning. And this one is called, this is the Christmas or the holiday mini catalog. Hey, Martina, good to see you. There's so many items on the list that are going, there's no way to know. No, I don't think there is. But there's still a lot left. A lot of dies are left. Anyway, this catalog is starting. I ordered these as a demonstrator. I can order a month ahead of time. And then we also have a celebration starting. You know, a year or two ago, Stampin' Up! Started doing 2 celebrations. So we have January and February, and then we have July and August. That is such a special treat right in the middle of the summer. And both of these catalogs are pretty neat, some pretty special things. I've ordered a lot. I never intend to order very much, but then the more you order, the more you save, and then you get more free things, and that's the way it goes. Here is a card this is a swap card that I made for one of my business swaps. It comes down like this, like that. This is a little gnome set. Oh, just totally in love with this set. Just very, very fun. So I have a few things that I've worked on for my swaps that I'm participating in. I'm in a achievers swaps. These are people that are trying to achieve, like right now we're working on trying to achieve, I'm trying to achieve the Nordic, the fjords of Norway trip. We were supposed to go to the Baltic Seas next summer in 2023, but now with the situation with Russia and Ukraine, that trip was canceled, and we are going to the fjords of Norway, which sounds like a fabulous cruise. I haven't earned the trip yet, but I'm working on it, and I hope by the end of the summer I'll have it. But I always need all your help too to get there. Okay, we have a lot to do today, so get your phone ready for snaps, pictures, screenshots if you like to do that, or I will type at the end of this. It takes me a little bit of time to type it all out, and then I'll do some photos of what we've been doing, and then I will get it all posted, but it takes a while. So here we go. We are going to be using, the first set that we're going to be using is called True Beauty, and it has a very beautiful set of dies, really cut out the paper. It has two parts to it. That's one set we're going to do, and the paper is like this. It's just a beautiful selection of DSP. Looks like watercolor washes. That's called True Beauty. So that's what we're going to be using first. We are going to be doing a technique today on both sets of cards that we're going to do. We're going to use the True Beauty first, and then Paradise Palms. And then we're going to do a method called stack, slice, and shuffle. And this is something that I learned in Florida a few years ago. I'm going to say 4 years ago, maybe before COVID was, an issue. We even knew it was going to come. I learned this technique then, and I'd sort of forgotten about it. And then I also took a class by Karin Titus in Minnesota, virtual class, and so I've done some projects using this technique. And so that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to turn the camera down. So close your eyes. Oh, hey, Carolyn Williams. Good to see you this morning. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes. Linda Wilmuth, good to see you. I'm going to take off my brace for a little bit if I can and move the camera up. We go. I don't know, I think I need someone who's technical to this. Let's see what's here. My stand is always a little bit stiff when I move it, and I'm not sure I'm doing it the right way ever. But okay, so these are just here for just to show you. So this little bear, oh my goodness, I've had more fun. This is designer paper that I've used, and I stamped the bear and I stamped the mushrooms, and then I die cut those, and then have that sentiment on the inside. It's just literally about a 5-minute card, maybe 10 minutes. And then this is the brand new one that I've been working on for my swaps. Anyway, we're going to get our little kit out, and let's see if I can still find the comments now. It's harder for me to see those. So, oh, hey, Patty. Patty, you have been on a grand adventure around the United States. Oh my goodness, I have loved following you. Patty and her husband have been traveling all over from Arizona, Utah, to lower southern Utah, all over the United States through the Midwest. And it was really fun watching all your photos. Okay, we have a puzzle. I made a template to show you, and it looks like this. And if you like doing puzzles, you probably are going to like this technique. And you don't really have to do this, but I did this one when I was in Florida one time, and it works out great. So that's my puzzle. I'm going to just set this over here off to the side, and let's see what's now. We need a stack of designer paper, so I have chosen the Wash in Beauty. And so I have these, and I just chose 3 papers that I sort of liked. I like that pink one. I like the other side of it. There's a really big, beautiful piece that you can stamp on. I didn't want to cut into that. This one's really great for cutting flowers. And it's just really sort of fun. It's balmy blue is the blue in here, and I have a balmy blue shirt on. I don't know if you noticed. I had a hard time this morning in my closet. I had to take the cards actually to the closet to find my shirt. Okay, I've got 3 papers of designer paper that I've cut. Whoops, well, that's not it. Here it is right there. We're going to do these 3, and they are 3 3/4 by 5. Now, of course, we could use this side if we wanted, but I'm going to do this side just, I think it's a little easier for you to see. So, 3 sheets, you're going to stack them up, and now we are going to, I'm going to put that there, and now we would, so I would actually cut these now, like this. Well, maybe I'll just draw a little pencil mark. I don't have a, there's a pencil. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that just to show you, and that'll be the first time. Usually I just freehand cut it. I don't even do this with a simple one. So I'm going to put the one right there. I'm going to take my pencil and just draw a little line right there. And then I'm going to do number 2. Maybe, I bet some of you have done this technique before. 3, there's 2, and then this is number 3. So I'm going to set this over here so I can just take a look at it. And now I'm going to get my paper trimmer. Where did I put that? Right here, stacked up. And we see now here, if we can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my cutting blade. The dark gray is your cutting blade. And I'm going to slice through all 3 layers. I love our trimmer. It's, I think, $25 or $28. And it is like, it cuts like butter. And now I'm going to turn this and still have it all stacked neatly. And I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to cut it again right here. And I want to keep all the pieces together, all the sections together. So now I'm going to just set that down on the floor. So if I forget, you tell me where it is, because I don't usually set it on the floor. Here is my puzzle again. I'm going to put these loops all together. And I'm going to just maybe zoom out a little bit here. Maybe, oh, I don't know. Let's see what's here. I'll move that out of the way. Okay. Now I also have, we're going to work on some, you can use scratch paper. I've just got white paper here. These are same size, 3 3/4 by 5. And I am going to do 3 cards, layout for 3 cards. So I am going to take my first one. It's going to stay this way. Okay, this is number 2. I'm going to just shuffle this now a little bit. I'm going to put that one underneath like that. Lay it down. Then I'm going to pick up this 3rd stack. I'm going to go 1 and 2. So now I have shuffled all of these cards. And so I'm going to put this one is going to go here like this. That's going to be 1 card. There's going to be another card that's going to go like this one. I'm going to have 3 cards, and they're going to be totally different. The designer paper is different. The pattern's different. And then the bottom one is like this. And so now we have to put our adhesive on all of these and get those made. So we'll do that. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat, and we will just start working on these. So we'll just do, I'm going to move those aside for a little bit. I'm going to pick this up. Okay. I think I'll just put this right there and go like that. So this is, you can do whatever you, lots of times I just pick up and I glue piece by piece, but this is a faster way, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we can just talk a little bit now. You girls can just visit with each other. I'm just putting on my Tombow, and you can even you can use your tape runner, but it's you want a little bit, the other side of your Tombow is a flat, thick, I don't use this very often, only probably with this kind of a technique. I don't like getting my hands messy, you know that. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to put so this one is going to go on like this. think I'll sit down here while I do this so I can get close enough. And let's see if you can see it. You want to get right to the edge. You want to butt your edges up together. And piece that puzzle together like that, just like that. And we've got the first one done. We'll set that one aside over there. We'll do the next one. We're going to do it the same way. And now we can, you've seen me do that first one. So I'm going to do the same thing again. Just put my adhesive all over. Just scribble it on. Don't squeeze it out too hard, but just scribble it on. Oh my goodness, tell us how the weather is in your part of the country. We have people from all over. So we have people in the Midwest. Is it pretty hot there? We have people out in California, and then we have people in Virginia. So we have people all over the United States. And what's the weather like here? Oh my goodness. I have been just like glued. As I said earlier, if you missed it, we are supposed to go to my nephew's wedding this weekend. My nephew, Colin, maybe he lived in Bozeman while he was in college here at Montana State, and he spent a great deal of time with us every holiday. He's from Wisconsin, my brother's son, and he spent almost every holiday with us. He was like one of the family, and he helped me a lot with a lot of technical things. Unfortunately, he graduated and he and his girlfriend moved to, they live in Washington State. Anyway, they're getting married. Jessica is from near Red Lodge. She's from Laurel, Montana, which is a small town near Red Lodge. But the wedding this weekend is in Red Lodge. And Red Lodge, Montana has made the news for being totally underwater. There we go. And so after I finish my Facebook Live today, I'm going to have to find a new place to stay, because I guess the golf course where the wedding is, that's still just fine because it's up high toward the mountains. So here we have our 3 pieces. And anyway, you want to make sure that the flowers, like on this one, I want to have the flowers going that way, and same with on the blue ones. Anyway, so I have to find the hotel we're supposed to stay at where we have reservations. We've had reservations for 6 months. Well, it's all underwater. And bridges are out, and I'm not even sure how a wedding can even be possible, but I have to look for a Airbnb or VRBO today or something. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to take, I'm going to take my mat, and I have some mats that are, I've got several different colors here, a little bit of each will do. These are 4 by 5 1/4. Remember, our other one was, these designer papers were 3 3/4 by 5. So what we're going to do is, we're going to stack. So we're going to do, I'm just going to lay this out. This is just a cardboard from the back of a designer paper, you know, like this. And I think I have some glue on there too. Let me just grab that so I don't get something in there. This is Blackberry Bliss. This one is Balmy Blue. And we'll do a green one too. The green is the Mossy Meadow. Okay, like that. And now we're going to, this one has a lot of green, so I think we're going to put this one on, I could do it like that. I think that would be good. We're going to put this one right there on the Blackberry Bliss. And we're going to do this one right here. So now this is pretty fast, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to get my tape runner out, and I'm going to, and you know, sometimes you have to trim the edges. So I just turn it over and don't worry about it too much, but got that a little off. It should. There we go. I'm going to just put this onto the Blackberry Bliss. These are all just 1/4 of an inch in difference. Then I'm going to put it onto my base. My base is 4 1/4 by 11. So I love doing these. I've made so many this weekend. Oh my goodness. I was taking this really fun course by Karin Titus in Minnesota. She lives in Minnesota. She's about my age. We're both 72. There's the first one. And I met her in Hawaii last year. She and her husband do a lot of YouTube videos. And anyway, she's been a demonstrator, I think, for 27 years. Long, long time. I've been stamping that long, but I've not been I've been a demonstrator for 10 years. So there's our second one. Anyway, I took this class from her this weekend virtually, and then I remembered about the whole class that I had taken in Florida where we did this technique. And it's very fun. It's quite honestly, it's addictive. Okay, so we got 4 bases. Oh, I got to put those on the card. And we'll just stick that right there for now. And did you see how when I couldn't get it working, usually I use my silicone mat to start it, but I used my thumb that time. Okay, we want to make sure that our pattern goes up. These little blue flowers you can see how they're like little tulips that are going upwards. We don't want them upside down. And then we have this one. Again, I'm going to look at my tulips on there. Okay, we're going to put this together like this. It's windy. Patty says it's windy in Utah, no rain, but we could sure use some. Well, we could give you some of ours here. Okay, we've got 3 cards. Aren't they pretty so far? They're just really fun. If you like puzzles, you will love these. You will love doing these. And we have some envelopes. Okay, and now we're going to do a little stamping. So we're going to bring in some pieces, and I will show you what I did on. So I'll just move these out of the way, and we'll do it. We'll do it like this. This one this one I did differently. I left some space in between, but honestly, this method is better because you're not having to worry about space in between. That's sort of a hassle. Okay, this one we're going to use this new little tag. It's from Fancy Tags, and I'm going to stamp. Oh, they're just a delightful set of tags that are in our new catalog. They're a standalone tag, and they look like this. They're so pretty. There's a whole set of tags. It's called Fancy Tags, I believe. So I'm going to set that right there, and we're going to stamp right on that. I'm going to get Blackberry Bliss, and this one's going to say you are a true friend. So these are red rubber stamps, so we do not need a mat underneath. But you know what? I think we will put my little tablet of grid paper underneath, because that would be, I don't want to get it on my, this is a paper marble covering for doing photos and things. So let's see what's on. Now I can zoom in a little bit since there we go. Okay, we're going to do our Blackberry Bliss, and I do want to check this. I did cut a little bit of the red rubber off. Okay, well, it looks like it's going downhill, I think. Nope, that one looks good. Let's try that. Yep, nope, looks good. Okay, give that, oh, no, oh dear, I blurred it. Let me see, I'm going to have to do that again. It's got a little bit of a blur to it. I moved it. So, let me try that. I have another one. Okay, there we go. That is better. The other one looks like it's just like like you've stamped 2 next to each other. Okay, and now we can take our, you could do anything you want for the inside. I don't have anything prepared for that, but now let's get some, and what I did do though, oh my goodness, I could not stop cutting out flowers. And all of our flowers, all of these flowers, you can die cut from the paper. You can cut this one, that one, that leaves. Every single one of these can be cut. This is a big a grid. It's beautiful. You'll see tons of videos about that. But anyway, so I just cut out using I didn't stamp any stamps, flower stamps. I just cut things out using the designer paper. Stamping Up has been doing this, and it's so fun. The dies fit, and so we're going to make a flower. We're going to take a little bit of I think we'll take this rose. I just cut, it's so windy here today in Montana. I have some roses out in the front, and they've just been newly planted, and they were just like blowing over to the ground. And so I cut a couple of them because I was afraid they were going to break. It's so windy all of a sudden, and it'll help dry up some of the poor people can't get into gardens and lawns and things like that. Okay, I think that should do it for us. So those are the pieces, and we will just build our card now. And I think we'll put some metallic ribbon. And I looked through my drawer of ribbons, and this is the in color ribbon. This is supposed to be sweet sorbet. It doesn't really look like sweet sorbet. It looks more like a petal pink or something. And I think, let's see, I'll just slip it through here. Let me cut it with my snips. There we go. Just, I'm going to tie it. I'm going to put it through like this. So, like, there we go. Tying it. And then I'm going to tie a bow. And it's beautiful ribbon, though, that I'm going to just tie it sort of in the air and see. There we go. And oh my goodness, this is nothing like tying a bow on camera. Okay, there we go. Usually I would put my head right over it too, but you can always hold it tight and pull your loops a little bit like that, and then tighten it up. And then I'm going to give it a little haircut. There we go. Speaking of haircuts, I feel like I could use one, and my beautician is out of town. I have an appointment like in 2 weeks. So, but okay. So now we're going to put this on with our card. I'm just going to put it on like, I think we're going to pop it up, in fact. Oh, I just, as I was getting my dimensionals, I have to show you this. In the new catalog, we have a kit. It's a embossing kit. And it has embossing buddy, which we've been missing. And then this reverse tweezers, and this is like this heat proof, so when you pick up something, you don't burn yourself. And it's really neat. And then a embossing tray. And I just got that in, I overlooked it. I didn't even see it until I started watching people do videos. And it's neat, really neat. Okay, I can't get there we go. And we're going to get our piercing tool to get those off. And I'm going to sort of cover up that seam. I'm going to put it right up here, like that. And then I'm going to put a flower. I'm going to do some flowers. I think I'll put some dimensionals on the flower. And I'm going to sort of put them in the center, just like, oops, that. And take those off. And now I'm going to just sort of put these leaves underneath like this. They'll just stick onto those dimensionals like that. And I'm going to put that on my card. That. And then I'm going to take my these little tiny flowers, put a little bit of adhesive on them, and just slide them underneath that, underneath the rose. Let's see, we'll put one right there. And we're going to put another one right there. We probably could use one more too, I think. Let me just see if I can find another one here in my little dish. Here's another yellow one. Let's see if I have any other colors. Here's a Blackberry Bliss one. We'll do that one. The Blackberry Bliss, it looks like it could use another one. And we'll just put it like that. 3 of them like that. And then we're going to use some of our pretty glossy dots like this. These are so pretty. Love these. They come with the Happiness Abounds. I did a video a few weeks ago. I'm going to put one right there and another. Oh, I used a medium one there. I think I meant to use a, well, I think I'll just leave it because it's on there pretty good. Happiness Abounds. I think I used these in a class. Put it right there like that. And I'm going to put one bigger one right here on the flower center, on the center of that rose. There we go. We have to work with those ends a little bit more, maybe even use a glue dot to put those down. But isn't that a pretty card? And that one's finished now. And let's just see if I can do a few more to show you. Let's do this one. And this is what we're going to create here for you always. And I already have a piece cut out that I fussy cut. That's from the paper. So I'm going to use my dimensionals. And a bunch of dimensionals on it here. There we go. And take those off. I'm going to show you a little trick that I like to use when I have a ribbon that I want wrapped around. Do you see this when I put this metallic around like that? I want to do that again. And so what I'm going to do is I'll just cut it off so I usually don't. I'll leave it on the spool because you save more that way. But I'm going to, just to show you, I think it's a little easier. I want to make a big bow. So I'll just put it around my fingers like this. And I'm going to squeeze, I'm not going to tie it, I'm just going to squeeze it. So it's like that. And then I'm going to just lay it down on it like that. Flip it over. And if you have enough, I think I'll just put one or two more dimensionals over that. You can keep it down just like doing that without even tying a bow. And then when then you can just put it on like that and it'll be great. Isn't that an easy way to do it? So, and then we'll give that a haircut again, just like that. And see, I cut it a little longer than I needed to, but that's okay. It gives you an idea. And we need to put let's see, once I don't know if I have anything. Let's see what's here. Here's something just because we could use that one. And we'll just pop that up. This is from the, oh, I love these deckled edges. Do you see that? How they're deckled? And they have all kinds of sizes. I love that. It's another standalone die that we have in our catalog at the back. There we go. And we'll just use that right there. And let's see once now if we can find some dimensionals that I have a mess going on in front of me. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty good about putting things away, but oh my goodness, when I'm doing a video, it's really hard because you're going so fast. Anyway, so things don't always get put where they're supposed to. I think on this one I put space up there, but I think on this other one I'm going to do something different. So I think we will put oh, I don't know. What do you think? I think maybe we'll put something on this tag as sort of plain. So I don't have, I think we'll just, I don't know. Maybe just like that. Just because it's a little bare. I'd like to use, I think what I know what I'll do. I'll put, here's some small ones. I'll put one on each side of it. Oops. Sticking to my putty. You know, you have to sort of peel it away and then twist it. I need to probably refill these. We have refills that are sold separately, and I rarely ever do refill it. There, that's good. I think 3 of those right there in a row with those glossy blackberry. They're not really blackberry, but they're pretty close. Okay, there we have that card done. And now we have this one. And let's see once. On this one, oh, on this one, other one I did, I reversed the papers before I glued them down, and that was the back of it. You have to reverse all three of them. And let's see what's here. We're going to have to find a flower and a stem. Here's a stem. And we have some flowers. Got some blue in there. We're going to put this blue on. Let's see what else I have in my dish. I love these little, these are part of our collection of, you know, for our blends and our ink markers. There's one. Let's see if I have another one. We have this one. And here's a, I can't pick things up very well right now. I guess that will maybe have to work that way. Let's see, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do that. And let's see, we'll get a big circle. That's what and I think we'll stamp something on there. And I think we'll stamp, I'm going to do it a little differently than the other one. We're just going to stamp here for you always, and in some ink. Let's see if this is going to work. It looks like it's crooked on, okay, we'll see once. I'm going to tip it here for you always, like that. Okay, because it's round, it won't make so much difference. If it's, I think I had it on there crooked. Okay, now let's see once. Let's build right here with our card. Let's take those pieces off, and we'll just put it on like this. And I think we'll just do it flat, and we'll pop up some of our flowers. So I'm going to put it right there. There's no rhyme or reason, just works that way. And I'm going to put my stem right there. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive. I would probably use my green glue on this. Okay, I'm just going to stick this right here like that. And then add some, put a little blue right there maybe, and this flower could go right there. Which flower do you like better? Or do you like the pinkish one? I think maybe that might be better than this one. I'm not sure. I don't have one this color. This is the color I wanted, but I don't have one cut that size, but maybe we'll do that. We can do that. Yeah, we'll do that. And oh, I'm glad you like that reverse. I meant to show that to you, but yeah, it's fun to. They're not hard. You can do one. You can do a set of 3 one way and a set of 3 the other way. It's pretty easy and fast. So once you can go back and watch the video and look at the measurements and just use your paper. Use your paper up, and there we go. And I think this one we probably should have a bow or something, but we don't. I don't have any twine here. I think we'll just. What I'll do is put some adhesive on the bottom like this, and then I'm going to put one dimensional up here so that it can be lifted, so it'll be flat on the bottom. Just sort of thinking on the fly here, like that. And then, oh, I think we'll put a couple gems right there where I would normally, I think that's a good place for ribbon. So let's see once here. Oh, what color should we use? Should we use the blue this time? Could do a blue one right there. And maybe a couple small blue ones. I think this, put one right there. Whoop. And then another small one. Maybe right up here. There we go. And, well, I'm not sure. Maybe it needs a couple more down here. We'll put 5 on, I think. There we go. I always want to use odd numbers. That's just a more appealing in nature. It looks better, apparently. I think it does, too, and it always seems a little funny when you only use 2, so this one has 5 now. So here are those 2, and here are the other ones that we've made. All of those, and I will post those for you, and you can take a look at those later and try to create something of your own. Now I'm going to show you this one more time, and we won't do it all in completion like I just did, but I think I can show you how fast it would all go. We're going to use the Paradise Palms, and that is that carried over. I was really glad. I love this set. This was in the mini catalog that we've had this spring, and the dies, and I've used it a lot. And it's great. It's a red rubber set, and really a nice one. It's in the catalog, and I'm so happy that it carried over. So we are going to, I'll show you something too at the end, but I don't want to forget that. I'm going to show you how to do 5 squares. We're going to use this beautiful distressed. If you don't have this yet, oh my goodness, this is a must-have in the catalog. I put some adhesive on the back so that it'd be faster for you, but I love this. I've used it a lot. I'm going to have a class around the 25th, I think, and we're going to use a lot of this distressed gold, and it's just luscious to use. And okay, we're using the texture chic paper. You've seen me use this before. And then we are going to use some of these little pebbles. I don't know if anyone knows. Maybe someone else knows if they're back order. They're not back order. They're on the retiring list. I love these. I ordered a bunch, and I probably will order a few more if they're still available, but they might be sold out. But we're going to use these also on this card. So now let's do this. So this is the paper, and I chose 3 that have gold. So that one, and I didn't choose, I chose that green one. So I love this one. I'm saving this one. I have for my class. I did this with seashells. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is what we're trying to achieve. 3 cards that look like this. I did this for a swap, and I just made it up using this paper. I love this paper. Some people don't, but I do. I just think it's called Texture Chic, and it's just, I think, beautiful. So, but you see how, like, here's the pink, and it's all in different spots. Oh, that one's in the same spot. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, well, we'll figure that out. Okay, so we're going to bring in here our little stack of 3 3/4 by 5 for the designer paper. We have 3 of those, and then we have our colored mats that are just a little bigger, 4 by 5 1/4, and then we have our card bases that are 4 1/4 by 11 and scored in half, and I have some white for the inside too. So I've got my little gold pieces right in there, and we have some labels to stamp a happy birthday on, but watch now how fast this will go. So I'm going to put those right there. And I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. We've got 1, 2, and 3. Now I've got my white paper to go underneath. So we're going to stack it up, and then we're going to slice it. I'm going to get my paper trimmer. Do you remember my little puzzle that I made before? And I have that. This one. You could use the reverse side. This is what it would look like with reverse. I'm pretty fond of this side, so I'm gonna stick with it. And put that right there. And now I'm going to slice it. I'm not even going to measure it this time. It's just going to be, here's the first one. And then the second one is going to come down here. Like that. And now we will put those together. Okay, so there is our puzzle. Now watch me one more time as I shuffle these. I'm going to put my white papers out because we're going to build our thing right on there. So the first one stays. Number 2, this one, we're going to put 1 underneath. So it just goes, we shuffle it underneath like that. The third one, we go 1. Oops. Okay, it looked like that, like this, right? We're going to go, no, it looked like, how did it look? It's going to go like this now, right? I messed it up. Oh, goodness. So this is going to go, we're going to put 1 right here. Let's see if you can, okay, now you're going to be able to see it. That one's going to go there. This one's going to go down here. And this one's going to go over here, like that. And this one will go here. Here. And here. And this last one will go right together like this. Okay, now we're not going to do all of these, but I will do one, and then I'll finish the rest and then post them later. But we'll do one, and so I'm going to get my silicone mat out again, and I'm going to just put these off to the side. You see that okay? And then I'm going to just smear this full of glue, my Tombow glue, like that. I've lost all of your comments. Let's see what's here. I can swipe. There we go. Oh, thank you, Carla. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now I'm going to close it up, and I'm going to open up the other side again, and just sort of, because I've got sort of a big glob of glue right here. Okay, I've got it all smeared around. I'm just going to wipe off that end because I rarely use that. Okay, we're going to put it together. We're going to put 1 right there. That's number 2, actually. Here's number 1. You know, you can. I have done it. I've done it several times with putting a space in between like that. But it is so much easier if you put it on just a piece of scrap paper. And then you can still sort of wiggle it. I can see it's a little bit, this one you can sometimes just squeeze it in there a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to I think I'll just cut that off like this. The larger scissor you use, the straighter you can cut. So I would never do this with the small scissors, but a bigger scissors, I can cut it. Okay, let's get our, so now we could use a color mat. Now you tell me, what do you think? Do you think Petal Pink, that one's Soft Succulent, or this is Petal Pink, or Soft Succulent? Which one do you think? Well, let's see. I'm going to give you a second for that. And while you're deciding, you're going to vote on that. And I am going to stamp Happy Birthday on this little piece. So, what do you think? I'm going to have to see what's. I don't see any comments. Oh, pink. Okay, I see one there. We're going to go with pink. So we're going to put this right there. And I really like Petal Pink. I don't use the other Blushing Bride nearly as much as Petal Pink. At least this catalog has a lot of paper that has Petal Pink in it. Okay, now it's going to go on to our base. That's 4 1/4. This is Evergreen. And whoops, I tore the paper there. Oh, that's because I'm out of adhesive. Can't see that. I'm going to have to move that away. Okay, now I can see it better. This one doesn't have a direction like the other one does. But anyway, and let's see, let's get another sheet of white that we're going to stamp. So now we're going to use our, we're going to stamp with evergreen. And it's going to be a birthday stamp. So this is going to be the inside. And it says, wishing you a warm and beachy kind of day. There we go. And let's put some palm trees on the bottom. Isn't that a pretty stamp? That's going to go on our inside. And then we'll do a, I'm going to actually stamp 3 of these so that I don't have to do it when I'm finished with the video. Let's see if we can get them straight. I'll put a 4th one out just in case. For the happy birthday. That one's flipped over. This is from a new set too. I can't remember what it's called. It's got beveled edges. And it's just, it goes with, I don't know what it goes with. It goes with something. It was in our mini catalog. Okay, those all work. And close that up. And let's see once. Now we're going to put this. Do you see how that edge is beveled? Like that. It has a little beveling. It doesn't have stitching. It has bevels. And then we have circles like that. And then these ovals are just, it's nice. Really like it. Let me get my another adhesive. Okay, it's going to be the inside. Like that. And now we're going to put on our our pieces. Let's see if I have a moon. I do. I did cut some moons, but let's see where they are. It's in a different bag. Okay. It is. The moon is getting caught. I don't know if the sun or the moon is getting caught with all the palm trees. Okay, and I'm going to, on this one, I am going to try to have that palm tree follow that line. I just, just made that up. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's too bad that line isn't covered up, that little bit of white. So now I'm going to peel this off because I already put that adhesive, those adhesive sheets are on the same page in the catalog as our Tombow and our tape runners and all those things. It just peels off. You buy it once, you probably won't, you maybe will have to buy it again because you lose it, but it won't run out. It lasts for a long, long time. Here's a piece of grass that I've done the same thing with. I put adhesive on it. Most of the time I don't remember to do it. That's the biggest problem. And I think everyone who talks about it says that. You don't think about it until you get ready to glue things on. I'm going to just put that down there. And we're going to do a happy birthday. We're going to get some of this beautiful gold ribbon. It was in the catalog last winter. It's shimmer ribbon, and it's in its back. It is back again in our new catalog, the new mini catalog that's coming out. So I was thrilled to have it. I think I'll put that right there. And I'm going to use my dark blue and my Seal Plus because that is super sticky and it'll hold the ribbon. So I don't put the sticky on the ribbon. I put it right on the card. And then we can put our dimensionals. I think what we'll do is we'll just cut these dimensionals. So, never ever throw them away. I remember my granddaughter Grace was working for me a long time ago and she was in high school. She's junior in college now, but she would throw away all those little pieces. I'd have her put dimensionals on things for swaps, and she'd come to the edges and she'd just throw them away. And of course, that's one of the best parts. So we're going to just take those edges like that and pop them up There's our birthday. And now we're almost finished. We're just going to put some of these little stones on. You could have to stamp the palm trees in on the envelope would be nice. Just going to put these right along the base of by the grass, and just a bunch of there's gray and brown, and just going to add them there just because I can't. I love them. They're so flat. They're so neat, and they just 6. That's 5, and I think we'll put there's a 7 or 6. That's 6. And we'll do one more gray. We'll do right there. It's so windy outside. It sounds like winter, like it's a winter storm. That's how windy it is. There we go. You see those? Aren't they nice? And there are the palm trees on the inside. And I will stamp some palm trees on the envelope, and let's do that right away. And if I could, there's my ink. Couldn't find it there for a moment. We'll put those on just like that. And then our card is finished. And I'll have to finish up the other ones too. So there's our birthday card. And so when you finish with these, it'll be something like this, all 3. This one I used the designer paper for the grass. I don't know, I'm not as wild. I like the gold better. I like this gold distressed. And on this one I used the palm tree in the distressed, and you can see in this I used the palm tree in the brush gold. That's in the catalog. Oh, I forgot the moon. I don't know what happened to them. Oh, there it is. Sun, whatever it is. I forgot it. And I'm going to put it on right now. And let's see once. Where can we put it, though? I think I'll put it over here, up high in that corner. Okay? And there we have it. So I will finish those and post those. So close your eyes. We'll turn the camera. And I'll finish them, and then I'll post pictures. And oh, thank you very much. I hope that you will try this technique. It is fun, and you can just go back and watch the video again and try it, and you can do it along with me if you want. It is addictive, and it's a great way to get lots of cards done at one time. I would love to do it a few more times, but I have so many things I've signed up for that I don't have time to keep doing the same thing. But, and then I have a class this week. I have a cookies, cards, and coffee on Thursday. And then we're going to my nephew's wedding on Saturday morning. We'll leave because it's about a 3-hour drive from here. Hopefully the wedding will still be going on in Red Lodge. I don't know what those poor people are doing. Send them your prayers. I can't imagine, we've had weddings. 3 of our kids have gotten married in Montana, and, one was extremely hot, record-setting heat. The other one was pretty good weather-wise. The other one, yeah. But you never know. In August, you have to be careful of smoke because there's so many fires. And if you get married before June, you run into snow. But most people don't think about flooding like we are having right now. And the rivers it's just amazing. The TV coverage is just frightening. There are roads near here going up to Big Sky. The Canyon Road is closed because there's water way over the road, and houses, being damaged, banks cut away. I've never seen anything. Actually, I shouldn't say I've never seen anything like this, but not here. In Missouri, when the Mississippi would flood, there were a few years where the destruction was very horrible. And we didn't live real close to the Mississippi, but 30 minutes away, you could drive and see it, and it was devastating there. But it's been a long time. So, okay, ladies, thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. Thanks for following along, and I hope you give this a try. Bye.